Reid here. It's nice weather, it's May, time to get back outside, and today we're going to check out the community of Gleneagles. Now Gleneagles is one of Cochrane's older, more mature and more well-known neighborhoods. The big thing with Gleneagles is obviously it is home to the Gleneagles Links golf course that you can see over my shoulder behind me here. Now Gleneagles is a pretty large community with almost 1,000 homes, about 950 homes. Now that's broken up into some pretty interesting sections. There is Gleneagles East and Gleneagles West, and those are your two freehold style ownership areas where you have your typical single family home. Now when I say typical, these are big homes, beautiful homes, lots of walkouts. But there's also 5 different condominium organizations that operate in Gleneagles, and they all operate in what's called a bareland condominium. So while your home looks like a standard detached home, you are a member of a condo association. So now the interesting thing there is that you will have some condo fees, and those condo fees are going to deal with road maintenance, pathway maintenance, and upkeep of the general community that you were a part of. Now each one of those operates slightly different and has different fees, so that's something you are going to have to pay attention to if you're shopping for a home inside of Gleneagles. Now one of the more unique things about Gleneagles is how the community and how the subdivision was built. All 955 homes either back onto a park, a green space, a pathway, or the golf course itself. So no matter what home you choose to buy or purchase in Gleneagles, you will have some green space behind you. Now Gleneagles also sits up high, overlooking the Cochrane Valley, and I'll flip you around just so you can see what that's like here. You got the river down low, Spray Lakes down low, and panoramic mountain views. Gleneagles is located just off Highway 1A, right before you drop into the Cochrane Valley. So it is also the closest community in Cochrane along Highway 1A to Calgary, making your commute about 10 minutes shorter than those in the typical Cochrane proper. And with so many pathways and the fact, as I mentioned, that every home in Gleneagles backs on either the golf course, pathways, or green space, there's no shortage of places to find a bench, take a seat, soak in that beautiful view of the Rocky Mountains and the Cochrane River Valley, and just enjoy all the nature that you'll find here in Gleneagles. Now, if you are lucky enough to find a home in Gleneagles East, you'll also have access to pathways that'll connect all the way over into Glenbow Provincial Park. And you can see those in the overhead here as I fly the drone up in the air. Now, when we talk about Cochrane and Cochrane Alberta's real estate, everyone's looking for the view of the Rocky Mountains. Some of these homes that back onto the ridge here are going to have views that cannot be obstructed, will not be obstructed, and on a beautiful bluebird day like today, you'll see what the view looks like right away here. Now Gleneagles, like all other communities in Cochrane, does have a community association. Now that community association with about 1,000 homes, you're only paying about $125 annually for upkeep of the pathways and the common areas. And that homeowners association predominantly takes care of all this stuff in Gleneagles East and Gleneagles West. In those 5 areas where there are condominiums, you do still pay homeowners association fees of $125 annually. However, 60% of those fees does get reverted back to your actual condo corporation, which in turn would make your condo fees a little bit cheaper than if those contributions weren't made. So just keep in mind that even if you are in the condominium sections of Gleneagles, you will still have to pay that homeowners association fee as well. Now with Gleneagles, because it is more of, shall I say, an exclusive neighborhood where you've got the panoramic views of the valley, you've got mountain views, because all the homes back onto green space, they are large lots, there's also some different architectural controls that you need to pay attention to. Now over my shoulder here, you're gonna see some green chain link fence. Now while green chain link fence may not have been your first choice for a fence, that is what's required here. And so because Gleneagles has homes backing onto all these green spaces, they have set out and said the only fencing that they will permit is green chain link fence. Now obviously they have contacts of where you can find that and get a good supplier, but keep in mind that should you be doing any work on your fencing, that is going to be the option that you are going to find for Gleneagles fencing. Now Gleneagles also used to have a lot of homes with pine shingles, and you'll see an example of that behind me here. I'll show you one here. And see, as you see behind me here, this home has pine shingles. Now, due to obviously more recent knowledge, they have relaxed that part of the architectural guidelines, and you are allowed to put asphalt shingles on the roof. So many of the homes here that have had roofs redone are now switching to asphalt singles, so that's something to watch out for if you're buying an older home that maybe still has the original wood shingles. Now, Gleneagles itself was built in the late 90s, early 2000s, so what that comes with, obviously, are big mature trees, larger lots, but all the homes definitely have a little bit more dated appearance from the front if they haven't been redone, and a lot of the homes on the inside will also potentially be quite dated. Now, different countertops, you know, a quick paint job, some changing out of some floors, and the big one is trim, because a lot of it has oak trim, and you can do some really nice things to update those homes and make it a bit more modern. Now, obviously, with the mountain views, the pathways, with all the homes backing on a green space, the most common property type in Gleneagles is a single detached home. However, there are areas in Gleneagles, specifically the villas of Gleneagles, where there is duplexes, and again, that's part of one of the condominium corporations. So you are going to have a duplex bare land condominium, so you own your building, your condo boundary is actually the lot. However, you are a part of the condo association, like I mentioned previously, and you will have some costs associated with that with monthly dues and maintenance. As always, I hope this video was helpful. I hope this gives you an idea what the community of Gleneagles in Cochrane, Alberta is all about. And if you'd love to get out here and check out some of the homes for sale, my contact information is in the description of the video as always. Thanks, and I will catch you in the next one.